This is an introduction to referencing. What is referencing? Referencing is listing what you have used, any books or any websites. If you directly quote from somebody's words or directly take a chunk from a website, you have to put speech marks around what you have quoted. If what you've put in your assignment is common knowledge and everybody knows it, you do not need to reference it. Do I have to reference something if I changed the words a lot? Changing the words a lot is called paraphrasing, it's called rebuilding from keywords. But when you change something a lot, you still have to reference it. So for example, here's an original text. Willy Wonka was famous for his delicious candy. Children and adults loved to eat it. And then it's been paraphrased, which means it's been changed. Willy Wonka was known throughout the world because people enjoyed eating the tasty candy he made. And you can see here that there's been a lot of synonyms put into the paraphrase. So you don't change technical terms when you paraphrase. You can change any non-technical words, and it's much more effective as a paraphrase if you move some chunks around, which was not done with this paraphrase. It hasn't moved any chunks around. So do I have to reference it even if I change the words? Absolutely yes. Paraphrasing is changing someone's ideas into your own words. You've been using keywords and you've been building on them. And it's wonderful that you've changed everything so that it looks different, but you definitely have to reference it in your assignment. So there are many types of referencing. Chicago, MLA, Harvard, APA, and so on. Just make sure that you use the one that your school or university subject requires. So when we're referencing, we make a list at the end of our assignment. We make a list in alphabetical order of all the books and websites that we've used. But what do we call that list at the end of the assignment? Well, what we call that list changes depending on the type of referencing style that we're using. So it might be that in your referencing style, the list is called references. In another style, it might be called reference list. And in yet another style, it might be called a bibliography. So there's lots of names for what that list is, but you have to have a list of resources at the end of your assignment to show where you got your information.